System 1 loaded.
Hi geeks, Dan Mack here. Now, we here at GEEKisH don't often get political.
We're far more interested in what's going on in the world of entertainment, pop culture,
and all things geek.
But we feel the recent comments by Australian National Treasurer Joe Hockey are a little out of line.
Now, we're not economists.
And we're not claiming to have a solution to the Sydney property market situation.
But we may have a way to cast away those Sydney first home buyer blues.
Now, some of you may remember a little show myself, Dan and Mike used to host called The Clash
on Radio Northern Beaches.
You may also remember we were quite fond of making lists. In fact, you could say we were infamous for it. So without further ado, we here at GEEKisH proudly present the infamous Top 10 Joe Hockey's songs for Sydney property market buyers. Take it away, Jill.
Thanks, Dan. Kicking it off at number 10, it's the classic Working 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton from her 1980 album 9 to 5 and Odd Jobs.
At number 9, we have Working for the Weekend by Loverboy from their 1981 album Get Lucky.
Next up at number 8, we're Taking Care of Business by Bachman Turner Overdrive, which was a B-side off their Let It Ride album, released in 1973.
Kicking it up a notch, at number 7, we've got Motley Crue with Home Sweet Home, off their 1985 album Theatre of Pain.
Coming in at number 6 is Get a Haircut and Get a Real Job by George Thorngood and the Destroyers from their Haircut album, released in 1993.
Taking out number 5 on the list, we've got Offspring with Why Don't You Get a Job from their 1998 album Americana.
At number 4, it's Madness with Our House, a classic of their 1982 album The Rise and Fall.
And the first pick with a podium finish at number 3, it's Money by Pink Floyd from their Dark Side of the Moon album, released in 1973.
Taking out the silver in our top 10 are the lads from Dire Straits with Money for Nothing off their 1985 album Brothers in Arms.
But taking out the gold and our songs for Sydney property market buyer infamous top 10 is an Aussie music legend, the one and only Jimmy Barnes, with Working Class Man, off his aptly named For the Working Class Man album, released in 1985.
Well, that's our list, and we hope you've enjoyed it.
And just remember that despite rising interest rates and property prices, that home is where the heart is.
And that you'll always have a home with us here at GEEKisH, figuratively speaking, of course.
Well, that's all we have time for in this special GEEKisH infamous Top 10. But you can catch some of our other videos on our YouTube channel.
We also have our official Zombie Playground Productions website set up and ready for your browsing pleasure. So why not check it out for yourself?
And don't forget our Facebook page, where you can stay up to date with what's happening in the world of GEEKisH.
And don't forget to click on the like button while you're there.
Well, that's it from us. We'll catch you next time.